Hello, friends. Today I wanted to speak about when we put too much pressure on a goal, when we grasp onto it too tightly, we often actually prolong the outcome. We actually often push that goal further away from us. I just wanted to talk about how we notice when we do this, when we notice that we're putting too much pressure on a goal, and what the alternative is to allow things to flow more naturally. So when we grasp tightly on a specific outcome, now often what we do, and this is a mistake I used to make, we give ourselves time frames for achieving a specific goal. And it is important to have some sort of urgency towards working towards something. But if you say that you're going to, let's say, achieve a certain physical, financial, spiritual goal on a certain date, you put a lot of pressure. And what you're doing is you're trying to control the external reality. You're saying, I want my external reality to look like this on this specific date. Controlling the external is always futile. What do we actually have control of? We have control of our actions. We have control of what we think, what we feel, and what we can do today, right now. That's all we have control of. Trying to control the external is going to cause problems because it never works, okay? And then we're going to be discouraged. Whereas we can control the internal, and that's what we should be focusing on. So there's this great saying, and it's let go and let God. Now, for me, that means, I know I speak about God quite a bit. For me, God is just the divine intelligence, the unfolding of everything around us. And we are all part of that thing. And I know it can sound quite hippie, like we're all one man, but it's true. Like everything here is part of the same fabric, the same vibrations. It's all part of the same thing working together. The air we breathe, we're connected to it all. We're all connected. I know it's often triggering, and it used to be triggering to me in the past to kind of speak in these terms. But if we can understand, now there's a great book I've really trying to study. I got this tattoo, 81. The book is the Tao Te Ching, and the Tao is known in Chinese as the Great Way, and the way it's described is it's just the unfolding of everything. It's the unfolding of life around us. So, for example, with plants, you can't rush it. There's no rushing a plant to grow, like the flower to blossom. You can't pull it, you can't speed it up. You just have to allow that forward momentum, that Tao, to unfold. Now, that Tao, that forward momentum, that creative energy, that is unfolding inside of us. That is unfolding inside of everything around us. The first 9 months of our life, we didn't do anything. We were in that state of flow, of Tao. We're in that state. Everything was given to us that we needed, and we grew into a baby. And then it was only once we entered this earth that we started kind of getting external memes, external belief systems that created an ego. So one of the things of the Tao is trying to get back to that childlike state of consciousness and flow, and just being truly who you are. And it's called living dharmically, and living out your purpose. So a big thing for me that I've been trying to connect to for the last few years really is understanding that living dharmically and living out your purpose is the thing that you can do to, one, feel the most sense of fulfillment. It also helps with your bank account, and it helps with everything else in your life, your relationships, everything, how you feel about yourself. And obviously I do business coaching, and I've really found that this is the main thing. When I work with people, when we can connect with this is the main thing. Everything else falls into place. We let go of things and we focus on the one main thing, the main purpose, creating a business. My hand's getting tired. Creating a business that is purpose driven. The details take care of themselves, because the amount of energy you can put into something that you fully align with is just a million times more than something you don't feel fully connected to. So it's so important. So let's get back to the original statement. When we grasp too tightly to a goal, it slips through our fingers. We just need to allow, and we need to connect to this flow, to this Tao, to allow it. But what we can control, like we said, is our thoughts and our actions and what we're doing internally. So I often speak about vision. Now, spend some time meditating, thinking, just being quiet and really understanding what is that vision that feels very, very natural to you in the future. If everything was to go in a way that gave you a lot of fulfillment, that gave you a lot of abundance, what does that future look like for you? What would you be doing on a day-to-day basis? How would you feel on a day-to-day basis? That's really, really important to understand. Now, the goal, rather than thinking, well, I'm going to achieve that by, I don't know, 20th of November, is that the date today? I think so. 20th of November, whatever. What you do is you make the actions, the daily actions, the goal. That's victory. If you take those actions each day that move you towards it, or you take the actions that that person would, you're there. That's it. You've won. Okay? But you keep doing that. So rather than focusing the goal on something external that you can't control, a date, focus on what you can control, your own behaviors. Take those actions and you'll get this winner's effect, because you'll think, yes, I did all of those things today. I smashed it. I'm en route to being where I want to be. I just need to keep doing these things. So you build that winner's effect, so you're more likely to keep doing it. Now, let's say you set an unrealistic goal. For next week, I'm going to have $1 million in my bank account and I don't have a business. Okay, look, I'm all for thinking big. Maybe it does happen. Maybe you win the lottery. But if that goal didn't happen by that date, you're going to think, oh, well, this goal setting thing doesn't work. It never works out for me. And that's a negative spiral to be in. So we need to take care of the positive spiral. We need to build that upward gust of wind by getting those wins every single day and doing the actions that move us towards that vision for ourselves. That is victory. That is victory. You couldn't have had a better day. You've won. And feel that inside you. Feel that pride in yourself that you took all of those actions. And when you feel that, you're going to keep doing it and it's going to compound over time. So I hope that's helped. This has really helped me in my life. It was a great mentor of mine who's doing especially well, earning an awful lot of money, but also has built a business, a very streamlined business that really kind of is in line with their purpose and in line with their skills. They're a Canadian person, they're fantastic. Now, that was one of the big lessons that I got from them, was let go of attachment to outcome for a specific time or a specific date, and just focus on the actions. So I hope that video has been helpful. I appreciate you. I will catch up with you in the next one.